Hi, I'm Tammy, and I am the author of When the Lion Roars Answering the Call. And in the chapter Finding Your Lion, um, that was really an interesting chapter for me to write because it brought me back to places where my book was actually birthed. One of the places is in Guatemala, in a town called Zunana, and it is on a lake surrounded by volcanoes like Lake Atilan. Um, that place really helped me to find this book and helped me to begin to find my lion and be reunited with my lion. One of the things that was suggested to me while I was writing was to like work with a muse. And I didn't realize at the time that I had several muses. And one of the muses for me on the shore of the lake in Zunana is a tree that I frequently go back to visit in my meditations and in my journeys. And this tree is symbolic and really meaningful for me as I've experienced being at this tree and being on that land in other lifetimes. And one particular lifetime where I was a shaman and I had to learn the lesson of not taking other people's energies on as the danger in me doing that. And what happened, the consequences was that I ended up not being able to literally walk and be able to like function in my life in that lifetime. I didn't know that at this time, at the time that I was on the lake, and I was able to access that information and get that, that clear message later after I returned, which is common after a journey, and assimilate all that information. So, one of the ways that you can find your lion and find your totem spirits is by going to places that call to you, such as I visited Guatemala and was connected with the energy, as I told you, of the lake, of the volcanoes. Also, was introduced to another totem there, which was the dragons. And I felt a lot of dragon energy, and the dragons became one of my totems and helping me see beyond the illusions and help me discern the truth. So, visiting places is one way that you can find your lion, which may not be a lion. Your lion may be a tree. Your lion could be a fairy. Your lion could be one of the earth elementals. Your lion could be many different animal spirit guides who will come to you in different forms. You can also find your lion through meditation, through journey work, working with a shaman, as I did in Guatemala, um, doing some shamanic practice work, which is all about death and rebirth symbolically. You can do some other types of energy modalities. We mentioned in this chapter, looking into like Reiki, finding a Reiki practitioner, Akashic Records, which I am an Akashic Records reader. So you can also access your guides through the Akashic Records by scheduling a time to sit down with a practitioner. Energy medicine, working with your body's energy field, energy psychology or acupressure tapping, compassion key, and many other modalities, including breath work as well. So, really, the roots to your lion and finding your lion are your choice. You can work with the several different muses or your muses that come up. If you're, on your journey, which I know you are, you wouldn't have picked up this book if you weren't. And you can look at finding your muses and your animal totem guides that way. Also working with the oracle cards that I mention in the book. There's several different oracle cards, and you'll find that in the back of the book in the resources section. Animal totem spirits, and also Sean Leonard's animal wisdom cards. Those are some that I've used and some that have been really helpful. Paying attention to like who comes into your environment. Like when you're out here in nature in the woods, pay attention to what animals cross your path. Does a chipmunk run in front of you? Does a bird land in a tree? Is there a crow cawing at you, trying to get a message to you? Are there squirrels or other animals that you may see in the woods and other animals that you may visit in your dream state, or seeing signs. You may see a sign on the side of the road as you're driving. So there are many ways to find your totems. The main thing is for you to stay open, staying open to the possibilities, and enjoy discovering your animal totems, guides, and finding your lion.